I confess, I never thought I'd want to get into Forlorn Muskeg so badly. I think we're close, but now is no time to let our guard down. This seems, kind of dangerous. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. So, this campfire is keeping us warm for the moment. Intestinal parasites are getting worse by the day, and my health is not that great. But I kind of, while I still have a little bit of daylight left, I kind of want to keep pressing forward, which might be absolutely insane of me, but I kind of want to do it anyway. Also, I have this energy bar that I'm tempted to eat, but let's not tempt fate any farther than we need to. Calorie-wise, I'm not quite ready for the wolf steak in my inventory. Energy-wise, I can probably afford to... Yeah, hang on. Let me just drink some water. This will make me lose a little bit of weight. And I'm just going to assess my current weight situation, which is a little high due to sticks. And the other... Oh, there we go. All right, well, see, harvesting this would take an hour, but I do want that fuel. So I'm going to just deal with the extra weight for now. I forgot I picked that up. Yes, I hear you. I definitely hear you. Thank you for reminding me that my life is in constant danger. I appreciate that, Wolf. Yeah. There are... I have a lot of flares on me as well, because we're, in this zone. Oh, hey! Look what happened! It's a great time to set out into the unknown, isn't it? Oh, boy. So we could be about to see a blizzard here. And I don't know to what extent it's safe to Skyrim down from here. I know that once I Skyrim down, I will not be getting back up. So part of me wants to rest here, but I don't trust the wind pattern not to come in and blow this fire out. That's my concern. Weather's getting worse. I at least need to find something to keep this fire going. So tell you what, let's backpedal a bit, since that sleep did help us warm up. And we're going to see if we can wait out this storm in this little tiny shelter. And it's going to be incredibly dicey, because the second the wind blows the fire out, we're screwed. I have lots of sticks on me, so I can definitely prolong the fire's length that way. It's already going to last 4 hours. It's an outdoor fire. So lots of things in my favor, but let's see. 10 minutes per stick. I've got 20 sticks. It's 200 minutes. So... just shy of another 4 hours on the fire, and of course that's more than 4, so technically we already have enough sticks to make it last pretty much the entire night. I just want to make sure that I have some additional wood on me. Do I have any wood that I picked up anywhere? No. I do have coal, though. Interesting. So that coal might be enough to justify just going back. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. I forgot I had the coal. Let's head back this direction. Before we get too much farther from that spot. I'm really worried about wind, but at the same time, that fire is in a slightly kind of depressed spot. We could also investigate. We started a fire in an old fire pit. I could potentially start a fire in a slightly different spot. I kind of just walked up and said, okay, fire pit. Burn things. But we do something different that could be more protected from the wind. I could investigate the angles from which the wind could interfere with my survival in this location. And I have a bedroll. So, yeah, as a matter of fact, I already see a potentially much better spot for a fire. Although that... Yeah, this could still get blown out. In some ways, it's less well protected. Although... Hang on. Ah, see, I really like that. I feel like the angle on that spot is best. Okay, so the thing is, I've already got 3 hours, well, more than 3 hours, more than 4 hours even, because again, this is an outdoor fire. But I've already got this one going. So what I need to do is just rest here. Because I have intestinal parasites, I can rest as long as I want, and I have a tea that I can drink that will help me recover some condition. Do I have a birch bark tea too? No, I don't. I don't even have any prepared birch bark, although I might have... Yeah, I don't have enough to even prepare any. That makes me sad. Jennifer, did you seriously just say it's time to look for shelter? Do you see where we are? This is the best shelter we're going to find in our current predicament, so we're just going to do our best. One thing I should do before I hunker down... We don't have our cooking pot with us, because we have discovered this series on these loot settings. Cooking pots are everywhere, so we're generally... leaving them places. And we still have to go to Coastal Highway, as I've said many times, so we'll find more there, absolutely. All right, the wind has changed direction, is blowing toward me. The fire seems utterly unaffected. That's good news. See, this is kind of why I wanted to mess with this for a moment. Because I want to give the wind an opportunity to change direction and to try to blow this fire out. And if it's blowing right toward me and the length of the fire is not changing, that's good news. Let me look here. Yeah, if the wind were to come from this direction, that might... See, we're not even blocked from the wind right now. We're not getting the indicator that we're blocked from the wind, but the fire's keeping us warm enough. If the wind were to come in from this way, it might be worse. But then again, there's that stone here, which might keep it from getting to the fire. So the fire might be okay. This might be intended for this very purpose that we're using it for. So I will celebrate that. Now the question is, do I just sleep and risk dying? Or do I sleep for a little bit at a time to try and get through the night and recover a little bit of condition without losing too much? The question is, how much longer is the storm going to last, too? Alright. Tell you what, it's warm enough to keep us at our current temperature right now. This bedroll has a bed warmth bonus of 3.6. My bedroll... Hang on. Does it tell me? No, I have to put it down. Has a bonus of 7.5, so we're going to use mine just to be safe. And let's see, I want to drink that tea. I do, but I have to rest for an extended period of time. And I'm really worried. I think I'd rather save the tea. How am I doing on calories? I think I can definitely have that steak now. Yes, I can. Let's eat it, because I don't want anything coming up here and eating me. Not that it's going to, but the paranoia is enough. So, man, I really hate the idea of sleeping piecemeal through the night, but I don't trust this fire yet. I'll sleep for an hour, wake up, and see what happens. Sounds good. All right, the wind is now blowing this way, and we're still protected. All right, that's a good sign. Let's sleep for another hour. We're not recovering very well at all, thanks to this. We still have 6 of 10 doses. Look how much our max health is already affected. Good lord, I hate intestinal parasites. Twice in one series. Oh my god. Yeah, we've got a lot of snow right now. It's not a full blizzard, it's just a lot of snow, and it's very dark. Okay, so, tell you what, let's go ahead. This will help me get rid of some of that excess weight anyway. Let's pile 10 more sticks on there, which made the fire even hotter. And I'm starting to trust this fire a little bit more, to be honest. So let's pile on 1 piece of coal. I'm gonna drink this tea, and we're gonna sleep for 4 hours by this fire. God help us. This could end the series if things go catastrophically, but I want to recover condition, and this is my chance. So let's do it. Uh-oh. Hypothermia risk. So the fire did go out. Ooh. Oh boy. Alright. This is going to change things. We've got a book. Let's start a fire. Alright, so I shouldn't have trusted it at all. Yeah, intestinal parasites are wreaking havoc. I don't think it's quite time for our dose yet. Please tell me that's going to be enough to heat us up. It is. Whew. Not good. Not good at all. We might have to double back to the inside of Bleak Inlet and hope we don't get attacked by a wolf, assuming we survive the night at this point. We just have to huddle by the fire. Oh, boy. All right, hang on. Yeah, we got really close to hypothermia. We didn't actually get it, but of course when you have hypothermia risk, that means your coldness meter has bottomed out, so the fire did blow out. Man, I really thought it might be fully protected, but of course there's one angle, and with the current settings and the variability of the wind, look at that. Look how close we are to actually hearing the death music. Oh boy. I don't want to die here. I haven't even been to Coastal Highway yet. That would make me so sad. All right. I can't really go anywhere. Part of me wants to go out looking... I don't want to do this right now because we need the fire. But part of me wants to go out looking for... Yeah, see, if the wind changes direction and blows the fire out again, we are so screwed. The fact that it's still storming right now, and look how quickly the wind is changing direction. This is a bad storm. I know the sound in the background might be a little bit loud at the moment. That's why I use auto ducking. Hopefully it's tolerable. Can I at least take my dosage? Let me see if I can do that at least. Calm Jennifer's nerves. Oh wow, do I not have... I only have... Huh. I don't want to waste these then. I can cook a reishi tea, I think. Which will suffice. Yep. Let's drink that. Alright, that was my dose. I really wish the game was better at telegraphing whether or not it was time for that. Oh man, this is intense. And the wind changed direction again. That's not good. Really nothing that I can do right now. I'm totally stuck. Oh no. Oh no. Don't. Oh, it's blowing. It's getting blown out. It's getting blown out. I have no fuel. Hang on. Let me see if I can find a stick real quick. Even one stick out here would be good. I do have that tea helping me, which is good. See, part of me, because I have the tea helping me out, part of me wants to just freaking sprint back to civilization, which I may be able to do. But if we start losing condition, we're pretty much done. I could take a stim, and that would give me some health. Taking as much warmth from this fire as I can. Oh, it's actually not even warming me anymore. Okay, screw it. Oh, of course. What a waste. So the stim did give me some health. That's why I did that. I'm going to need it. And it gave me the ability to sprint at full tilt. So we're literally going to run back the way we came. The stim is limiting our visibility, which is dumb. We're in a blizzard. It's cold. And getting colder. Here's a limb, ironically. That's not going to help me right now. This would be protected from the wind in here. Start a fire in there, but there's really not a lot of spots that I trust at the moment. I have more stims that I can use. I know you do. There is somewhere back here a cabin that you can duck into and recover. I am going to find my way back to it if it's the last thing I do. And it might be. Are you serious? The game made me put the stim away, or made me put the light away to get the stim. I mean, I should have known it was going to do that. And I do not... I can't see. And I'm losing health because it's freaking cold. frozen delta. All right, I'm Skyriming down blindly because I can't see. This is bad. If I survive, I'm going to be really lucky. The stims are pretty much going to be what keeps me alive here. Thankfully, I have a lot of them, so... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know where this is. I know where this is. No, I don't. Oh, no. I really wish the stim didn't wreck visibility this way. It's such a shame. Another stim. I hate that it wrecks my visibility like that. It's really a shame. The one thing that the stims are not helping is the hypothermia risk. You hear that? That's a Timberwolf howl. And I literally do not see... All right, I'm looking at any indication of the terrain that I can find. If I get jumped by a wolf, I'm probably dead. I'm just using any indication of hills, slopes. The thing is, I'm wandering blindly at the moment. All right, so this is not useful to me. Okay. Ravines and waterfall, that's nice. I don't know where that is, so I found a new location. I'm in a spot where I've literally never been. Let's use another stim. So I've got 20 million of them. Did I leave my bedroll behind? I did. I finally left my bedroll behind. Damn it. This storm distracted me and I finally did it. After all those double checkings, I finally did it. If I survive, I can go back and get it. But... damn it. This is not good. Right, that's the waterfall I feel like I just walked by. If we get hypothermia, which we probably will, the funny thing is that the sun's about to come up. Man, I'm just wandering blindly, and I could be so far from anything safe right now. That's water. I hear timber wolves. Man. I'm blasting through my stims here. That effect... man, it really needs to be updated. I'm just so surprised that it has that effect. Like, to darken your vision. Well, this is one way to spend an episode of Against All Odds. How's my hypothermia risk? High. I'm gonna get hypothermia. Is that the hunter's blind? Okay, that's the hunter's blind. Hold on. If this is the hunter's blind, where was the... Okay, hang on. If that's the hunter's blind... Oh, damn this storm. I cannot see a thing. All right. All right. Nope. on. I think this is where I'm trying to go. I think this is it. Maybe not. But I'm still gonna try. Yeah, I don't think that was it. I was trying to find my way back to the workaround. Man. I'm gonna get hypothermia, and if that happens, I'm more or less dead. I'm gonna go with more dead. I'm gonna go with totally dead. I'm still gonna try, but... come on, game. Give me something, like... I think this is my last stim. This has probably been a frustrating episode to watch because you just can't see anything. Trust me, I'm just as frustrated. It's really... It's off-putting. I'm not... Wait. Wait. This might have been what I was looking for. Hang on. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. That wasn't it. I don't recognize any of this. And I don't see... Hang on, I'm going to stick near that tree for a minute. No, I'm going to keep going up here. How long can one blizzard last? Honest question. This might be it. And there it is. Hypothermia. I have coffee. I'm going to drink 2. Use that to get a little bit more energy. And hope that I find something in the next couple of seconds. I would love for a good old-fashioned, like, survive at the very last second outcome right now, but the thing is, I don't know where I am. Like, I've been wandering around in the dark, in the cold, in a storm the entire episode. There are probably timberwolves about to attack me. This is so annoying. What's annoying is the length of the storm. Like, the fact that it's been windy all night. Bleak Inlet seems to have these longer storms, which is why Bleak Inlet is bleak. We've had the storms lasting entire nights, so you have to be prepared for that for sure. And that this is the danger of wandering around blindly in a zone when you don't know your way. Okay, this is a dead end. Wonderful. See, the storm is so blinding that I can't even really tell, like, the height of the slope that I'm jumping down. That's how blinding it is. Frozen Delta. Yeah. Thank you, game. That's very useful to me. I'm going in circles. Sun is starting to come up, but it's not going to get bright for a while. If you want to, like, if the storm were to stop in the next few minutes, I might be able to at least see and make my way back to a spot where I could live. I'm almost also out of lantern fuel, so I'm going to have to start using my flares. Ironically, I have that other lantern, but I don't have an hour with which to break it down for fuel. And I'm out of energy again, too. In case you missed that. Oh my goodness. Storm. Like, could you cut me some slack? Please. Please just cut me some slack. You've been blowing long enough. Go away. This isn't necessary. Yeah, I have no idea if I'm walking toward... Man, the only thing I found... I got so excited when I found that Hunter's Blind, but I haven't been in the zone enough. I couldn't remember how it was oriented towards the direction in which I wanted to travel. I couldn't remember. I tried to. I tried. You saw me. I tried. All right, lantern fuel's about to go out. I can't sprint anymore, so it's just trudging through the snow. Waiting for the storm to let up. A branch, as if I have 5 minutes just to hang around for no good reason. The sun is about to start legitimately coming up. If Jennifer goes, hey, I made it through another day, I'm going to laugh so hard. I know. It sucks. I've gotten you this far. I'm gonna try to get you farther, but I'm running out of options, my dear. And the game is being a bit of a jerk right now. If not for intestinal parasites, probably would have made some different decisions. In fact, oh, hey. We don't have a bedroll, unfortunately, so this might not do me much good. But we found a new cave. Man, I really wish I had a bedroll right now, because this would have been my salvation. That's a shame. What am I doing? Okay, yeah, flare. Oh, there's a bedroll back here. Well, that's bloody convenient. Hang on. Hang on. We might just make it. I've got one stick. I'm going to have to go out and find more fuel. Maybe there's fuel laying around in here. There might be some coal. We might make it. There's a bedroll, and I can start a fire protected from the wind, but I've got to be able to keep the fire going. Part of the reason I'm cold, by the way, is my clothing. Okay, let's see if we can find even just a few sticks, and we might have this. Alright, so this is the way I need to go. There's a stump kind of marking, and keeping an eye on landmarks because we're wandering out. Man, this is ridiculous. Could you not with the... Okay, hang on, I'm going to face this direction. I don't want to get too turned around. Yeah, see, I can't even... There's the stump. There are no sticks nearby. No coal, no nothing. I don't have anything, and the cave is not warm enough in the back because it's still the middle of the night. You're not helping, Jennifer. Was not expecting this to go down this way. I thought we had a clear path back, but the Long Dark does what it does. It says, no. Your plans are not what you think they are. Yeah, there's no sticks anywhere near the mouth of this cave, because why would the game make anything that convenient? Let me double check for coal, because coal would be my only salvation at this point. I may have some torches I can break down. There's that possibility. I've got literally nothing I can burn. Literally nothing. And it is not warm enough back here. But at least the sun's coming up. Blizzard's still raging outside. I'm gonna let this take me all the way down to death. I'm gonna try to survive this. If the storm were to let up even a little, I might be able to grab some sticks and come back and survive. But look what it's doing. It's just all night long. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm not blaming the storm. Like, I don't know the zone very well, and this is the game getting me, but the second round of intestinal parasites kind of making me mad at this point. I'm not gonna lie. That's where I'm frustrated at the moment. Because if not for those, I would have been in better shape. I would have wanted to stick around in Bleak Inlet longer. I would have been in more of an exploratory mode where I wasn't necessarily exploring the far reaches of the zone. But I wanted to get back to a place where I could be safe. All right. I don't see any sticks. And we're about to start dying. Am I truly out of stims? Yeah, I used every stim. Every stim in my inventory. And there's not a single stick. The storm has been raging all night long, and you want to tell me there's not a single stick anywhere near any of these trees? Really? After this day-long storm. Ooh, I'm salty. I'm so salty. Well, with the sun coming up, here's the thing. It's warming up. You know? If the back of that cave gets warm enough that I can stay back there for a moment, then, see, there's my stump. Then I'll do it, you know? But I doubt that it's warming up that fast. The weather would have to change for it to truly start improving, and we've had a blizzard for the entire episode. It's been a 30-minute blizzard at this point. Okay, flare's gone. Feels like 9 degrees. 9. 9 in the back of a cave. 9. And we're about to hit we're about to bottom out. The storm is just blasting outside and there's nothing I can do. All right, well.
Oh, this is a shitty.
Yeah, it is. Kind of is. That's a nice warmth bonus right there, game. That's real good. That's real useful to me. 7 minutes of 2 degrees of fire with the blizzard still going outside. Nothing I can do. I'm just gonna fade out. Bye. I'm gathering my wits for a moment, because that was a very frustrating end. So let's talk about what I want to do next in the Long Dark, because I'm going to take a bit of a break so I can get the other series that I'm doing caught up, and potentially, I've been mentioning for a while that I want to get back to another series that I was doing when the channel took a break last year, so there's that. But as far as the Long Dark, one thing that you guys have to be excited about is, rather than doing another season of Against All Odds soon, what I will probably do is, what I'm very likely to do, I haven't done some of the challenges in a long time, and there are some of the challenges that I've never done. And what I'm currently thinking about is, okay, why don't we do all of them? Starting with the simplest and working our way up to As the Dead Sleep at the very end, in a single kind of multi-part series. I think that would be a lot of fun. It would mix things up, because people have asked me, hey, have you done the challenges? How do you feel about them? There are a bunch of classic challenges I've never done. I've never done Hopeless Rescue. There's one where you had to stay outside for a certain amount of time. I don't even remember the name of it right now. But that's something that I'm thinking of doing in the Long Dark once I'm ready to jump into my next series, which would be different from Against All Odds. And in a way, the ending of this season here is kind of timely. The reason for that is that we have this new update that hasn't quite dropped, but it's supposed to come out sometime in May. And I always hate when there's a new update dropping in the middle of a series, because when you start a new series, you kind of want to have your full current toolkit available to you. So that would be the fun thing about doing these survival challenges, all the challenges, using the newest toolset of the game. As for this series, it was a good series. It was a good season. I wasn't expecting it to end here, and I'm really upset right now. I'm containing myself to the best of my ability, but I'm furious right now because 2 rounds of intestinal parasites in one series was pretty punishing. The second round arriving while I'm exploring a new zone and having fun, it took a lot to not show how disappointing that was. And I know I still expressed plenty of disappointment, but I was really mad about that. So that has kind of tainted the last few days of this series to me. And now it's culminated in my deciding to try and get out of the zone and then get stuck in a spot where the wind didn't protect me as well as I thought it would. And I have no sticks anywhere because I can't find them, and I can't see where I'm going because for some reason the stimulation effect lowers visibility at night. Explain that to me. And I don't know Bleak Inlet very well. So now that I've been to Bleak Inlet, I can spend some offline time in the zone and really get more acquainted with the area and maybe not have that happen as much. Although, there's what I always say about the Long Dark. How great would it have been if I had managed to find shelter? What I was trying to do at the end there is, again, I found the hunter's blind, and I was like, okay, where was the hunter's blind relative to the spot where I walked around and then found my way back to the cannery? And that's what I tried to find, but I couldn't get oriented. And plus the wind is constantly changing direction. So you can't even use the direction the snowflakes are flying as a reliable indicator of direction, because the second you make a slight turn at the same time that the wind makes a slight turn, it throws off your intuitive sense, especially in the dark, of where you're going. So that really got me. It's that second round of intestinal parasites, though, man. That's a crappy way for a series this good to go out. And I'll be okay. I'm going to take a moment to step away and record something in another series for a little bit later today. That's another thing, too, is that this particular week has been a very busy week for me. And so I've been doing a lot of same-day recording, which I have said in this series, I really try hard not to do that anymore because it's stressful. Like this episode is coming out in an hour and a half from this moment that I'm speaking to you. It's 11:24 right now. And I don't think that was really a factor, but it's worth mentioning. It was a good series up until the second round of intestinal parasites. I really enjoy Bleak Inlet. I think the Timberwolves are a little bit ridiculous, but they are a fresh challenge with some new mechanics that are really amazing. I loved how good of a start we had, although, again, one of the things that I said in the beginning of the series is that, and I hope they include this in the next patch, I have tried so hard to signal as loudly as I can and say, Raphael, Hinterland, guys, please, for the love of God, the baseline resource setting in custom controls too many things. It's 2 or 3 things in one setting. Demarcate that, split it up, make it work with its independent pieces so that we can have Interloper-like loot across the world, but with those tools so that we don't have to go to specific places. Give us that sandbox feeling of Stalker and lower without the constraints of Interloper, but the weather challenges and the loot challenges of Interloper. That would make me a happy camper. I might wait to do the next season of Against All Odds until that is implemented in the game, unless it takes too long. But I would like to give them a chance to do that. Like, so this next patch, I'll probably take a break from Against All Odds, and then the one they drop after that later in the year, I imagine there'll be another sandbox update. Hopefully that, if the next one doesn't, will contain the update that would allow us to make that change. Because I just feel like that, like, why wouldn't you change that? Unless there's something that's really hard for them on the development side about that. Doesn't strike me as something that's necessarily difficult, but I really, really would like to see that done. Because the reason for that whole rant and the reason for discussing that again is that at the beginning of this series, we had some really good luck with loot. Like, really good luck with loot. For the first 10 episodes, it was almost off-putting. We're like, man, this is cool, but like, are we playing on Interloper settings? Like, what's going on here? And the answer for that is yes, except for that one that I have no choice but to set at that level if I want tools to spawn. So you might say, well, Hadrian, why not just bite the bullet and play, in a world where you have to find the tools? And now that Bleak Inlet and Hush River Valley do have those tools spawning in the world, and maybe they're spawning elsewhere now. Maybe with the latest updates, those tools will spawn everywhere in the world. That would also solve the problem. Maybe in that case, I could do that. And I could just play on still my custom settings, but on the baseline resources set to low instead of medium, which is Interloper level. And then we would have that challenge that we're looking for from the beginning. That would be fun. So how did we do? 65 days survived, 128 locations. Yeah, we only explored 46% of the world. That's the really disappointing part. No coastal highway, no Desolation Point, no Hush River Valley, no Milton. We didn't get there. I was excited. I want to see Bleak Inlet, and then we got intestinal parasites a second time. I'm not gonna trust the 4% chance anymore. I'm not gonna do it. I've always eaten to 4% and been fine. After this series, never again. Never again. After being screwed out of a good season of Against All Odds. Man, I'm mad. But let's see. Would have been awesome if we survived right at the end there. Even if I had remembered my bedroll, I didn't have enough lumber on me though. I should have picked up more sticks along the way. That would have been one thing that could have kept me alive at the very end there. If I had picked up enough sticks as I saw them, I was so determined to find shelter because I didn't think I was going to be able to find a cave. I had blinders on and I was like, give me a sign that I am finding my way back to the civilized area of the zone. If we had done that, that would have been epic. I would have loved that. And that's the reason I play The Long Dark. It is. One of the reasons I love this game. Don't get me wrong. I love playstyles like Athenon, also because his personality is just amazing. But his playstyle is he really sciences the game out and plays for long playthroughs where he doesn't really toy with death that much. But when I first played The Long Dark, I've told this story many times, but I'll tell it again. I had a moment very early on where I just barely survived with like a few % of my health. And making it to shelter and healing up and coming back from that was so exhilarating. That's what made me want to play this game on this channel. And to this day, that's how I still feel. I don't want to be, whether for YouTube or just in my personal playtime, I don't want to be the kind of Long Dark player that is just trying to science the mechanics and really think about what's the absolute best thing that I can do in every situation to have the longest run possible and never come close to dying. I want to create challenges for myself, and I want to put myself in difficult situations so that I can have that feeling again. And that's the way that I will always play Against All Odds. And I think that resonates with a lot of you. I know, as a matter of fact, that resonates with a lot of you, and I appreciate that. Doesn't resonate with all of you, and that's okay. That's fine. You'll come around eventually. But that's the primary reason that I play this game, and all games really, the way that I do, is that I don't play games, I play with games. It's a key distinction there that will be coming to a new channel introduction somewhere in the near future, especially now that I'm no longer recording Against All Odds. I might actually have time to do that. Hey, imagine that. That'd be cool. What else on this series? What other fun moments? Where did we go? We started off in Pleasant Valley. Love Pleasant Valley now. Timberwolf Mountain was very kind to me. Although next series, I might avoid Timberwolf Mountain until towards the very end, because since we went to Timberwolf Mountain towards the end of season 5, and season 6 quickly followed the end of season 5, I think that, yeah, I don't want to have another series where we go to Timberwolf Mountain early. I would like to mix things up a little bit. Or if we went to Timberwolf Mountain, I would like not go to the summit. But I think, in summary, I think what I would like to do, just to say this again, like we did after season 4. Season 4 was a fantastic season. This season might have tied it, but I've got to think about it for a while because I really do not like this ending. Not necessarily the ending episode itself, but the fact that we got that second case of intestinal parasites. That was really a low blow. We had a couple of episodes there where the game was clearly throwing everything but the kitchen sink at me. And that's fun to a point, but it's like once that second intestinal parasite case hit, my kind of less player morale took a bit of a ding, and it's like, okay, that's enough of that nonsense. Like that's unusual. It's interesting, but at the same time, my viewers have already watched me go through this ordeal once, and recently we got through it, and then we came to this zone because we were so excited to be over it and finally have the moosehide satchel and all these things, and you're going to do it to me again? That's really, yeah, that wasn't fun. So because of that, I think season 4 for me might still be my favorite ever. But after season 4, we took a break because I wanted to let there be time for a couple of things. Number one, I wanted to allow time for my favorite game to remain fun to me. If I play it constantly on the channel, it's hard to really get invested in a series for me because I don't have any time to play off the channel. And this will actually give me time to play The Long Dark on my own and practice some of the new things that have been added to the game and get much better at some of the things that I'm not good at adapting to when I'm doing a Let's Play. So that's number one. But number two, it will, well, I might have actually just covered the two things I was going to say in that one point. Because I was just going to say that I would have the ability to practice and I would have the ability to let the game build back up. Yeah, that's both. So don't know why I phrased it that way because that was already what I wanted to say about it. So I think we're going to take a patch or two long break from Against All Odds. I'll still do other Long Dark content on the channel like the challenge series, and that will probably start. I don't want to say necessarily when it'll start yet. I'm not going to keep the Long Dark away for too long, but let's take a look at how this next update looks and then get a sense for when the one after that might be, when episode 4 might be coming out, and we will decide from there. But lots more to come. We will do an Against All Odds season 7 at some point in the future. Some conditions for which I've already discussed over the last 15 minutes of random commentary or so. But for now, I will go ahead and sign off here. It's been fun. Hopefully the ending wasn't quite as frustrating for you as it was for me. If it was, I'm right there with you. Just know that. Like we have all the solidarity in the world right now. I appreciate you guys so much for watching the series as always. There's just so much love and channel unity around The Long Dark and Against All Odds, given that it's a series that I've had going since 2015. It just humbles me every single time, we start a new series and you see the enthusiasm and the commitment to the daily viewing of this series. It's so much fun. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support, for your comments, for your jokes, your patience, your senses of humor, your compliments, the wonderful messages that I've received from people who have been using these series as kind of a distraction during these very difficult times that we're living in. I love you guys for sending those notes. I love you guys for being here. And I will see you next series.